Welcome. This is a new house we moved into not too long ago. It is the best.
Affordable housing is one of the most exciting things for people with developmental disabilities to enter into. I mean, we do assessments and we identify what people's support needs are, and of course our guiding values include integration, power and choice, relationship, status, and we've always promoted least restrictive environments, but you can't do those things, you can't put those things to life without safe and affordable housing.
Currently, our major resource is Commerce Housing Trust Fund. So basically we get $3 million to $5 million every 2 years from that fund. Well, that fund will be able to help us to create about 15 to 20-ish affordable housing units for IDD population.
DDA's role with that would be subject matter expertise, because most of these projects and just about all of the DD dedicated projects that are solely for people with developmental disabilities, there's a service delivery component tied into the development of that housing. But what's been unfortunate is over these last 30 years, largely there's been kind of a separation. It's been fragmented at best in terms of the coordination of housing in conjunction with service delivery. So in other words, the provision of services over here handled by DSHS and Developmental Disabilities, and the housing is over here, either local housing authorities, counties, housing trust fund projects, that sort of thing. So, but recently it's become increasingly apparent, and nationally too, there's been a lot of research and evidence to support the idea that good, solid housing is a huge quality of life indicator and also a predictor of successful outcomes on the social service delivery side. And the timing is very good because another unprecedented thing happened this year, and that is the legislature has begun to realize the negative impacts, especially in this housing market, on people with developmental disabilities. And so we have 2 legislative reports that are due this year, and both reports speak to the needs for housing for people with developmental disabilities.
So some top suggestions we want to recommend here is, first, we need much more resource, and we want to strengthen the Housing Trust Fund IDD set-aside part. For example, $10 million or $15 million every 2 years to support our clients' housing need. And another suggestion we would like to make is, based on the CMS rule, when we review the funding applications, we can separate the scattered single-family house site projects with large apartment projects and give them priorities. And the third one is we would like to see more resources directed to DDA to develop a regional housing specialist to get connected with the local housing authorities, local housing agents, and local housing developers. So we need to provide accessibility, affordability, and service. And to us, housing is housing, and housing is health care, and housing is hope.
My home. I love it. I like my house and happy.